Hey guys, welcome back to AIR Reptile Rescue. Tonight, Zena's come out with us to give you guys a little bit more on our next video. In this video, we're going to discuss some of the ways to overcome your fears of reptiles. First thing we're going to talk about is go to your pet stores or local expos. Expos being Repticon, which is the biggest reptile show, or even the herp shows. They're a little bit smaller, but they still have a lot of experienced handlers and breeders. Ask questions. Look at the snakes in their enclosures or in the display cases at the reptile show. Get used to seeing them. Because if you go to purchase one, you'll have to get used to seeing it in your home. They are a big responsibility. Ask questions about how they are with their temperament whenever they're grown. Ask questions about how they are with being handled. As you guys can see, Xena, yeah, she's being a little bit active, but she loves being handled. I'm letting her do what she wants to do. Let her go where she wants to go. She wants to move between my hands, then that's how she wants to be. Get over that fear of seeing them move around. The next fear we're going to talk about is the fear of handling them. Go to your friend's house that has a reptile. Say if you're a friend of mine and you're scared of snakes, but you wanted to overcome that fear, come over to my house, handle my snakes. I will show you the proper way to do it. I will show you how to handle either one of my girls. Go to a pet store, get to know the owner of the pet store, if it's a mom and pop place, or the employees. But make sure that whenever you're handling these guys, always have your friend who has experience with that reptile, or the store owner or the employees, so that if they see this animal is getting stressed, or if they see that you're getting scared because of the way it's moving, they can take that reptile from your hands without it getting hurt or dropped and put it back in its enclosure. Do remember whenever you go to handle, it's not going to be, a one and done, I can buy the snake now, I'm over my fear. It's not going to be that quick. I can guarantee you that. One of the things you want to do is go multiple times. If you become very good friends, like I am with some reptile store owners, go in multiple times a week if they'll allow you to do it. Go to your friend's house multiple times a week and ask to handle that snake or that lizard. Get used to doing it. Get used to handling them so that whenever you get them home, you can handle them daily and not be scared to. As we'll talk further in different series on different species, all of them do handle differently and do have different temperaments. It all depends on the reptile itself. The next one we're going to talk about is after you get used to handling these guys and you become friends with the reptile store owner, or you have overcome that fear with your friend's reptile, go and see if they'll let you help with feeding. I know one of my friends that I used to go to all the time who has a reptile store. He'd let me walk in, he'd hand me the keys, say, here, go pick out a snake you want to hold. Or if it was feeding day, he'd go, here, go unlock the cages, get them ready to go feed. So it's all about getting used to helping with feeding. That will help you get over your fear. Because if you go and you see a snake eating, you have a fear of that happening or how they eat. You watch them do it and you're helping and you're there learning, you'll get used to seeing them strike their prey. You'll get used to seeing them swallowing their prey. So whenever you go to a pet store or to a friend's, help them with feeding. If you're afraid of worms or crickets or bugs in general, best way to overcome that fear is to help feed lizards. If you're afraid of mice or rats, some stores feed live. With Xena, I feed live. I'm actually trying to switch her over to frozen thaw because I feel it's a little bit safer for her. But actually help them out. Help put the mouse or rat in the cage. That will help you overcome that fear and make it more comfortable for you to feed your snake. If you're feeding what's called frozen thawed, don't just take it out of the freezer and think your snake's going to take it. They're not going to. They go off of body heat from the prey. With her, we feed her live. Last feeding, one of the mice bit her. I was worried sick, thinking that she had some kind of wound or something from the mice that were biting her. Or the mouse that bit her. I also worry whenever you feed live that mouse or rat will reach around with its claws and scratch your snake in the eyes. It can happen, it will happen if you keep feeding live. Not saying I'm totally against live because they do need that instinct of hunting, but do keep in mind it is a risk that you are taking with your reptile. We're going to kind of keep it short tonight. She's wanting to move around and play. So what Dad's going to do is I'm going to go lay down with her to let her cuddle. She hasn't been out of a week because she just got done shedding. As you guys can see, her colorations are gorgeous. Since our first video, she was in shed. She is now finished with her shed. And her colorations have really come out right now. She's gorgeous. Maybe one of these days, whenever I do some further videos and she sheds, I'll be able to get a full shed for you guys and show y'all what it's like. But we're going to talk about in the next video, we're going to talk about what it feels like being bitten. Snake bites are different from lizard bites. Not all lizards will bite. Some of them will whip your tail. From my understanding, my fiance actually just alerted me that Pac-Man frogs, which is my favorite frog, actually have really sharp teeth and are rare to bite. They rarely will bite you, but they will if you put your fingers by their mouth. So we'll talk more about that in the next video, about what it feels like to be bitten by a reptile. I have experience personally with being bitten, so yes, I am talking from experience in these videos. But we're going to wrap it up for tonight. We thank you guys for coming by and watching and seeing Xena for her first actual video. If you guys would, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, get notices whenever I post videos. Hit me up on Facebook, AIR Reptile Rescue. If you have comments or questions, leave them below in the comment section, or go to my Facebook page and message me. If it's an emergency, and I cannot stress this enough, if it is an emergency, text my personal cell phone number. It is on my reptile page. I will answer your questions accordingly. If I don't know the answer, and I can't get a friend of mine that is a breeder or something that has the answer for me, I will research it myself. I will research for hours on end before I feel comfortable giving you an answer if I don't know the answer to that question. But do message me or comment below, and I will answer you guys. Even if it's a great job, nice video, I will personally come on there and thank you guys for your comments. So please do like and share everything. We love having you guys. We're going to say goodnight and go lay down for cuddles. Pretty girl is actually trying to get over to Mom, who has the camera. So we're going to go and rest and hold her for a little bit longer. And then we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.